Come on in. Come on. You have a few days where you're in shock, and then you have a few weeks which are pretty dark. On this day, when people are watching this on television, there will be hundreds of people in Britain who will get a diagnosis. Hundreds. And all I can say to them is hold tight, and things will, they won't get better, but it won't be quite as dark as it is now. Come on.
Bill Turnbull was diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer just over a year ago.
Of course, were just marvellous, and those few...
At around the same time, Stephen Fry was also diagnosed.
Because cancer, you know, in the end, that's a word that just rings in your head. Cancer, I've got cancer, I went around...
Both of them encouraged men with symptoms, particularly going to the toilet more overnight, to go to the doctor to get tested.
Men are so much worse at going to the doctor than women are, that we somehow, in the same way we don't ask for directions, you know, we just don't like it.
We don't want to waste the doctor's time, we don't want to waste our time, we don't like going to the surgery. Why would we do that? Naturally, we're reluctant to go. Now, of course, I'm a season ticket holder in my local surgery. And people I haven't seen for 40 years got in touch.
Bill has had love and support from his wife, Ceci, his 3 children, and from hundreds of well-wishers.
May the healing properties of your bees work their magic and restore you to the dance to the music of time. That's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, that is lovely.
Beautiful.
His message, urging other men to get checked, has had a remarkable impact.
I just happened to have BBC Breakfast on in the background, and the news story came up about Bill Turnbull. Some of the symptoms were discussed that are typical of that sort of cancer. And that kind of rang a few alarm bells for me, because Dad had sort of mentioned in passing, oh, you know, I'm a bit tired, I keep having to get up. So I said, can I phone the GP? And he said, well, if you do it, yeah. So I phoned the GP the same day.
Lisa's dad, Carl, was diagnosed with stage 3 prostate cancer. He's been having radiotherapy at the Royal Preston Hospital.
I'm very stubborn, actually, and I thought, oh, I'll put up with this, you know, and something else in old age coming on, and however, you went ahead with it, didn't you, and it followed on from there.
So how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
1 in 8 men will get prostate cancer. It's the 3rd biggest cancer killer in the UK. The number of men getting treatment has risen this year by more than 1/3. The head of the NHS in England has called it the Turnbull Fry effect.
Do you prefer Fry-Turnbull effect or Turnbull-Fry effect?
I'm prepared to give Bill the primary billing, as we say in acting.
Sort of billboard-wise, you know, obviously Stephen should get bigger billing because he's, you know, the great man that he is.
I thought Bill was terrific. I thought he was brave, I thought he was rational, I thought he was wise. I mean, everything that is admirable, really. I just thought terrific. That's what people need to see, and it's clear that it has made a difference.
I suppose a formal acknowledgement of the impact we've had is extraordinary, and I suppose it brought home to me just what it had actually meant. So that's great.
Carl's treatment has gone well. There is every chance he'll be given the all clear. We brought Carl and Lisa to London to meet Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
All right.
Yes,
Carl.
very good, thank
Hello,
you.
Bill. Nice to meet you.
He's my dad, and I love him very much, and it was heartbreaking when he got the diagnosis. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
I think it was a really brave thing that you did, because it's something very personal, something very devastating to you and your family. I think we just feel hugely indebted to you. So,
I don't think you should, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. It was just something I thought was the right thing to do at the time. It's very heartwarming when people get in touch, and I think, well, I have done at least one useful thing in my life.
Bill's cancer is incurable, but he's been told with the right care he may have another 10 years.
Well done.
he remains upbeat and positive about the future.